Hi, it's 30th of May 2014, time 12:30. Race not going to start till 1:55, but I just wanted to show now I've learned how to use this Google Hangout. Um, I'm going to change the screen to the race card, and hopefully I'll show you the selections and how I picked them. I think I can do it showing. I use the sandpaper, but I'm going to use the race card from Sporting Life and show you the selections. I mean, if non-runners come, time the race comes up, I can't help that. But we just move along. But I will now transfer to the screenshot, and hopefully we see which horses I will select. I will add then later a live screenshot again showing the results. Hopefully I can link these together at a later date and show that the system works today. Okay, here goes. Just press a few buttons here. Okay, so hopefully we are now live on card. We go to 150. We are now 150 Brighton. Usually shows at the bottom. But anyway, what we do here is a non-runner. I'm looking at my paper now, and at the bottom of the paper will show the horses. And we are picking 150 Brighton. There's a bit of rustling here. It's okay. We're looking at, well, first, if you look at the bottom of the selections, you'll see that Evans expensive data, 9 to 4 Amber, Crystal, and Gregia on the paper now. But when we look at the site here, we can look at, we go to this, because there's only 5 horses, or 4 horses now, because of a non-runner. We are looking at Amber Crystal, and we're looking at Gorget 130 Angels. So I would put, well, what I'm showing now is easy, just to follow, so not frighten anybody. I'm putting £2 on that and £2 on that one for the first race. Okay? And we'll hopefully show that later, but these are the selections. So we're looking then at the 2 o'clock. As you can see, there's 9 runners. And that's got the forecast, so we can do it here. When it shows the forecast, we can do a little check on the paper to see if it's changed. The new market, 2 o'clock. What I'm talking about is the forecast. But on the paper it says sun betting at the bottom. The forecast, luckiest, Nancy Actor, and looking good, and a bit of the same on the paper as on here, so we're okay. So because we've got 9 runners, we're looking at 2 and 3 across at the bottom of the forecast. So we're looking at, there's 1 selection, there's 2, and there's 3, and we say there's 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. And we were looking at looking good and Bitter Lake. So looking good, 7-2, and we're looking at Bitter Lake at 13-2. Those are the 2 horses for the next race. If we didn't win and we were down, for example, make easy, numbers. £2 on the first. The first was been £4 bet. Plus we wanted to win 2. That's 6. We've got 8 points going on to this race. So whatever happens, if we put a bet on 13 to 2 or 7 to 2, we've got to have a minimum of at least 8 points. We've got to win 8 points. So at the 7 to 2 would be 3.5 times £3 would be, 9 quid. We'd have to put plus £4 on that one. And this one, 6.5, get away with, say, £3. So if any of those two come in, we've won. Okay, we are now 210 Newcastle. We have 8 runners. And look at the paper, 210 Newcastle. And look at the forecast at the bottom. And because it's 9 horses, we stick to the 2-3 selection. This is the 2-3. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. 2-3 selection is Dragon King and Sandgate. So we can look then at Sandgate, which is 11 to 2, and Dragon King, which is 7 to 4. I don't bet on 7 to 4s. I'm sorry, but it's not worth the amount going on. Could win. I mean, I've got days. This particular one, do you know what? The other part of the system is if we can't get a good selection, we could obviously go to Dragon King. We could go to Sandgate and Danny. That one there, which is 25 to 1. And yes, I'm going for a top and bottom weight. But there's no form, great form. Fanning is a good jockey. I would go for 1 and 8, and then put £2 on each. And if it doesn't win, well, there's plenty more racing. If it does, any of those come in, we laugh and we could stop betting. And we won our money, what we wanted to win today. We're looking at 10 to 20 Brighton. I won't go through them all. I'll do the first 4, 5 or 6. We have here 6 runners. Okay. We have a forecast. Got to dance. Because we're going 2 and 3 in. Got to dance on my paper. The sun, which I use 220 Brighton. We've done that. As long as you've got a forecast, you don't have to use a paper. But I just check because the sun's pretty good. Got to dance and spreadable. Excellent. Got to dance is a nap for Tom Pepper. Tepplegate, sorry. And got to dance Tom Pepper. We're looking at it. Got to dance 7 to 4, 8 to 1. Well, I would go for that spreadable. Morris, let's look at James Doyle. Good rate. I mean, I wouldn't go for the top weight here. I should go for 3 Cliffs because I live in Swansea, UK, and 3 Cliffs not far away from me. My luck now, 3 Cliffs will come in and I'll be shouting at myself. A hard one, this one. I would just put money on spreadable. I know what's going to win it because there's too many tipsters here. Got to dance 7 to 4. I don't like bet on 7 to 4s. I bet against 3 Cliffs, really. Even though it is like the over 2 to 1, obviously. I would say 3 Cliffs and spreadable. Go against those ones and bet against, yes, 3 Cliffs and spreadable. Got to dance, not worth the odds, so that's that one. Okay, 220. 230. 11 runners. Now then, Has it got the forecast? Okay, Divine and Diamond Lady. Are they out of here? Our forecast, remember, our system is if it's up to 10 runners, we go 2 and 3. If it's 11 or more, up to about 17, we go 3 and 4. So the forecast, we look 1, 2, 3, we look, and 4, we're looking at Perfect Alchemy and Jive. Perfect Alchemy 13 to 2 and Jive 12 to 1. That's the two we're going for on this particular race. Quick selections, this was all about. 230, 240, 13 runners. Creighton, sorry. Is it at the bottom yet? No. So we're looking 13 runners. As we say previously, it's 3 and 4 selection in now on the forecast. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're looking at Lince, Tudo and Percy's Gal. So Lince is a 5 to 1. There's our selection there, just to show. 5 to 1. And the second horse we picked is Percy's Gal. Percy's Gal is a 7 to 1. So it's quite good odds. 7 to 1. So these are the selections for this particular race. The odds, the money that you actually put on will be obviously if you've done say 4 races and you put £2 on each horse and £3 perhaps, you know, mathematically we could be down, you know, £20. Long you've got to cover. If anybody remember is if any of these horses come in, they've got to win the money back that you've lost, plus a profit of, say, for this example, this particular day, £2 per race. So if you're down £20 as the 4th race, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8. You've got to put 28 points minimum, and then put the money on each horse to cover 28 points, and a bit more because you've got to take off obviously the lose. You've got to lose one of the bets on this particular race. £2.55. So the last one I'm going to. This one, a quick race. 10 runners. Okay, so we're going back to the 2-3 selections. First command in Jadewell Green. Actually, not in the running here. So we're looking at, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But because it's up to 10, we're going for Dream of Glory and Petoch side. So Dream of Glory is a 4 to 1, and we've got 11 to 2. So those are selections for this one. And that's it. I'm going back now to, well, let's go for the next one. And then here, 255. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say 8 races. I go to 8 races, 305. By now, if I haven't won now, I may stop betting, because, you know, it's a stop loss. So we have 10 runners, so we're still going for the 2-3. Forecast. Okay, non-runner, so it's not that one. So there's 1, 2, 3. So we're looking at Wonderstruck. The Wonderstruck. Sab Aman. So Wonderstruck. So Wonderstruck 2-1, Auditory on it. Oof. And here we are. Saab. Well, that's right. 2-1, 2-1. Depending, I mean, if there's a lot of money on this, I would not bother betting on this one. Even though an Auditory is a great jockey, it's a big bet. 8th race, we could be minimum would be £32 down, £32 down, 8 to 16, 32, 48 points. Would be 48 points here, so we'd have to put £20 each minimum on his horses. I don't like betting, that amount of money when you're trying to win like £2 per race. Anything outstanding? I mean, I wouldn't go against the Tory here. Third. Betting any other ones here? Well, it could go. Let's have a look. What's the next race? Car. Yeah. Tipster's picked it here. Just check on the paper of 305 Newmarket on the Sun, see what they say about it. 305 Newmarket. Wonderstruck and Hatter's Way. Yeah. Bit of a dodgy one this is. But, yeah. Yeah. What am I going to go for? Oh. Yeah. I'm going against the favourites here. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one here. Carrara. And because of Richard Hughes, I'm going to go with Hatter's Way. I'm going to write this down because I know it's going to happen. I'm going to forget this one. I'll circle it on my paper. Okay, I'm one by one. Let's go 5 Newmarket. Hatter's Way. There, and what did I say? Calamar. Let's see what Calamar. Okay, usually I go for the top or bottom weight, but oh god, Tory should win that.